You think leadership is a common case? No. Esther said, if I perish, I perish. Whenever you are in leadership, look at what happened to Donald Trump. In America, where security is everywhere, yet 2 times now they wanted to kill him. Every profession has its own risk.
By the guy.
If you're not willing to take the risk that is attached to any profession, step aside. So that people who are given that mind by God will go ahead and serve God in that capacity.
People who are ready.
If you're an actor and an actress and you say you're not going to hug babes and you're not going to tell them step aside, because that's what the job is. Don't come and say you're a born again Christian. That's what the job entails. Okay. You're a politician and you can't stand for your people that voted for you, and because you don't want to die, step aside.
Okay.
Because that's what the job entails. Any politician that is not behaving like fubara, who will resist and protest when his rights are trampled upon, knowing that our judicial system, knowing that our electoral system have failed us, that any politician who will not stand his ground, no matter the risk to his person, I said I will not speak for that politician again.
The person should step aside.
And you can see what is happening, because we can't go forward. We calm down. If Fubara has been saying calm down, do you know where River State would have been? He said he's ready for them. He's fully prepared. The election must go on. The election must hold. Winners must be declared. They will be sworn in. And whatever is going to happen, let it happen. I am looking for leaders who would say nobody will rig my election, and if you rig my election, I will fight. Nigerians, come out and fight.
Okay.
If they kill anybody, let them kill all of us. Oh yes, and thank God I'm seeing it happen. What Fubara did, was he advocating for violence? Was he advocating that the law should be broken? No. He was advocating for his right. That's my opinion. That's my advocacy. We must advocate for our right and stand by it. I did not disqualify anybody. I don't have that right.
Okay.
I said I am not going to speak for anybody going forward except this person meets this criteria. In any case, we have finished 2023 election. It's over. 2027 election has not come. So anybody who is saying betrayal, what am I betraying? There is nothing on ground. When I was a spokesman in 2023, I did my job creditably well, and we convinced Nigerians on what we believe is right.
Okay.
But you can see that in Nigeria, you not only have to have the power to win election, you have to have the power to defend your election. So anybody that does not have that spirit or power to defend the votes in a manner that you would say, whatever happens to me as a person, let it happen. I am not willing to speak any further for the person. So what I just simply said is that going forward, I will no longer be part of this until these fears are addressed. So I did not disqualify anybody. One, I don't have that power. Then two, I am not betraying anybody because I'm still a member of Labour Party.
Okay.
And you can see I'm still fighting that Labour Party should be consolidated because Nigerians are looking for an alternative to these people. But if you want to fight these people who are compulsive thieves and who are the worst amongst us, leading us, according to Senator Ndume, who is part of them, then you have to grow higher and be more aggressive than calm down.
You have to be ready.
And I stand by it. In all honesty, I would have said we don't. But because I'm a student of theology, I would not say so. Because when Elijah thought he was the only person that was worshiping God, God said, no, you're not the only person. There are more than 7,000 persons like you still in that country that have not done anything evil. I know them. So the only thing we have to do in this country, we must not be sentimentally attached to anybody, any politician. We must not be loyal to political parties or politicians. Okay. We have to be loyal to the country and to the law. And if any law is If any law is unjust, we have to fight the law. If anybody is doing anything illegal, no matter who the person is, we have to fight the person.
Fight the person.
So in Nigeria, we must create the environment so that those 7,000 that we do not know who are leaders will be able to begin to emerge. If the good ones keep quiet, they will never emerge. When people say people are selling their votes, you know why they are selling their votes?
Because they know it will not count.
Because they believe that even if they vote their conscience, it will not count. Not because they want to be corrupt. They saw what happened in 2023. I was an active participant in that election of 2023. They did not sell their votes. But after, it did not count. So they'll be like, why would I go and say I'm voting for my conscience when it will not count? If I'm going to take this money, at least it will be what I gain.
Okay.
So if we don't fight, we are making the people that want to do the right thing to even lose confidence
in the right thing.
That is why we must have to rise up to defend democracy. We must make sure that our votes count and are counted in every election.
Okay.
Otherwise, people will not see the reason to vote their conscience, because even if they vote their conscience,
it will not count.
So in Nigeria, there are still a lot of men and women that are not corrupt. I may not know them.
Okay. Kenneth Okonkwo, to be very sincere with you, you're 100% correct. You're 100% correct. The kind stubborn head and strong bureaucracy where it could take for you to possibly win election for Nigeria, Peter Obi really no get am. He was preaching to us, be calm. But we're going to look at everything one after the other, and then we'll come to a decisive conclusion, because you might also be 100% correct and also be wrong. The few years I've spent on earth have taught me that someone can be correct and also be wrong at the same time, which I strongly believe is the issue in this case. Kenneth Okonkwo is 100% correct and 100% wrong. Let's start from the top. You cannot compare Peter Obi to Sim Fubara. There are many powers where Sim Fubara gets when Peter Obi no get. Sim Fubara is a sitting governor with immunity. Let me tell you how powerful Sim Fubara is. If Sim Fubara carry pistol now shoot somebody for road, nothing go happen. Una go wait me finish in 4 years. If Fubara carry Kalana shoot somebody, anybody will raise up gun against them, DSS will take out that person immediately, even if the DSS does not believe that is right. That's how powerful he is. You cannot arrest him for anything now. He has the immunity of a governor. The powers Simfubara wields in River State, even Tinubu not stop him from winning that election, that local government election. It will shock the presidency. He would apply his powers as a governor and nothing will happen. So you could say that you can't compare him to Peter Obi. That's one. Two, you see that case when a Sim Fubara gets or a Wike gets, when Peter Obi no get, is the reason why we voted him. We have tried the people who get that case, and we don't find out say that case. So when they use and finish, when they secure the power, they will not use it against the people. You see how Wike use the case to pursue predecessors, then he became a tyrant himself. We don't want somebody like that anymore. Was why we voted Peter Obi. Now, if you blame him for not telling Nigerians, let's go, it will not be fair on him, because you are blaming him for not sacrificing the life of any Nigerian for his political ambition. The man look and say, I cannot sacrifice the life of anybody for my political ambition. If we talk about who was supposed to secure those votes, it's actually the people that voted. All we needed to do was secure every garden polling unit where we voted. But many of us were afraid for our lives, and we are blaming another man for not risking our lives. If anybody's going to secure the votes of Nigerians, it is the Nigerians that turned up at the polling unit. 2023 election has taught us that our votes do not count to a large extent. But it's better for me to vote and let it not count than for me to sell it. There is no defense for the people who sold their votes in Edo State. If by the time you vote, the vote may not can see. 2019 election, yeah, I voted Kingsley Moghalu of YPP. I voted him. I knew that was a wasted vote. I stood for something that was right. Even if I was standing alone. You stand for what is right. Now, we are blaming him for not taking the decisive action. In a movie, Designated Survivor, the chief of staff did something that the president would not have done. And when the president found that the chief of staff told the president, don't be naive, Mr. President, I'm your chief of staff. The reason why I'm your chief of staff is that I keep your hands clean, so mine will be dirty. The people behind the man are actually the ones who play the dirty job, so that the man in front can keep his hands clean. You were behind him. Kenneth Okonkwo, you are a spokesperson. You guys are the ones supposed to do the dirty job if you really need a dirty job to be done. You are blaming him for not doing the dirty job. If you had done the dirty job, we would turn back against him. And don't forget, the man is an Igbo man. Now their own they smell pass. Wisdom needed to be applied. So if you ask me who failed to secure our vote in that last election, all of them we gather for a back. Now none do na homework well. Be that as it may, nobody will fault you for saying you can't speak for him again. That's all right. I even like the way some of that they complain about, and nobody's complaining that he stole money. Nobody's complaining that he's a bad person. Nobody's complaining that he's a wicked person. Even his opponents, even when the Omoku wait not like him, not if he tossing a bad person. That is why I will vote him again. I rather vote him again, my vote lost, than for me to carry my vote, go vote bad person. 2027 is coming. We'll do our best. We correct the mistake we made in 2023. Even if we lose, we'll learn. That's how to fight. You don't expect to win the battle once. If you lose, you dust yourself, you fight again. Thank you so much for being passionate, but this is your passion, eh? This guy passion. Now, yeah, you supposed to use her. Now, when you did the man back, now you supposed to do the back work for her. You understand? Well, now not do the back work, now they blame him, now not blame him. The man is a gentleman, he's a quiet man, he's somebody who likes to play by the laws. And if you know that you want to do the back work, make sure say you know that you want to do the bad work for him. Make sure you are not caught, because that bit of me when I see so. If you do bad work for him, I can't become president. If they catch you, you go make sure say you face the law. That's the problem with people like that. So make sure. When we are in law school, they tell us say the rules is thou shalt not be caught. They don't say you should not commit. You can commit, but you must not be caught.